At the start, I do feel like the Emperor, he kind of isolates himself a lot.
At the beginning, does the Emperor think he's equal with everybody else?
Well, don't just stand there, both of you.
No, he thinks he's better than everybody else.
And at the end, does he think he's better than everybody else at the end?
He thinks he's equal.
He thinks he's equal, and particularly equal with who?
The Nightingale.
The Nightingale. So in effect, they have become what?
From your deck chair up on the veranda, you might catch a glimpse of a panda.
When he opened up the book and he said,
Nightingale.
a nightingale in my garden, because he's heard of the bird and he wants to hear it sing its song.
No, I didn't! Shut up, Ivy!
But then they realise Ivy knows where the Nightingale is because she's friends with all the animals in the garden.
This bird is precious to him.
Frogs, have you seen the Nightingale?
Eleanor is our comedy expert. And if you write a script and you've got Eleanor in your cast, you don't have to worry about comedy because she will add the comedy.
It's totally unfair that frogs don't know where the Nightingale is.
That is kind of true.
Are you going to put that in? I like that.
That was such a riveting conversation.
What do you think this play's message is?
I think to be kind to animals and not judge a book by its cover.
What lessons does the Emperor learn?
To lock the bird in the cage.
It's a peaceful alarm from a golden sound.
It's good to respect other people.
The emperor, bit panicked at the surprise.
Yes.
A nightingale.
Yes.
And got a bit worried and upset.
What do you think, Jacob? Do you think he loves the Nightingale at the end?
Yes.
How do you think the Emperor feels about the Nightingale?
Happy.
What big mistake does the Emperor make in the middle of the story?
Replacing the real Nightingale with the fake.
He got replaced by a mechanical robot bird. He felt very heartbroken.
When he hears about the Nightingale, I think he just wants it because it's like his first and probably his only friend that he'll ever have. And when the mechanical bird comes along, he kind of forgets about the real Nightingale. And because the mechanical one can sing forever, because it can stay alive for such a long time, he treats it as a friend. But then when it breaks down, he then has a meltdown as the Nightingale is then gone because somebody has decided to open up the cage and let it free, and because he's then heartbroken, he then has to send Ivy out to go and find it again, and near the end he sort of learns his lesson that he can't have the bird be his friend, so he can have like everyone else, like he's got everyone else round him, and he then make sure that all the animals and birds are then free.
He forgets about the real Nightingale because the other one is able to keep him company for longer and he's able to sing it, and he just wants a friend.
It needs no food or water. It's the best nightingale in the world. That's one of the lines that the Emperor would say about the mechanical one, but the real Nightingale was forgotten when that one came because everyone was looking at the mechanical one and not thinking about the real one.
What does an actual real Nightingale look like?
It's got a muted beauty.
A muted beauty. That's a brilliant way of putting it.
Ivy believes in the real Nightingale, so she frees him. Have you seen the Nightingale? Because it's the kind of thing she can do.
Everyone treats Ivy like she's nobody, and that makes her really upset. And also when everyone sees this mechanical bird, she's sad for the real Nightingale, and she decides to be brave and decides to go and do what's best for the Nightingale and decides to let it go.
Ivy's the only character in the show who has common sense.
People who bully people, they are not strong, they're weak, and people who do what we do, if they have a dream, they'll follow it because we're more stronger than them.
Favourite bit in the play was
Which bit?
Postman Pat.
I like the ballroom scene with all the lighting and the dancing.
My favourite bit from the show has got to be when we're trying to fix the mechanical bird because we have to march to the Great Escape, which is my favourite bit.
When the mechanical Nightingale explodes.
I like that book.
Do they the transformation scene?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I mean ridiculous.
The kitchen bit, I like the bit where I enter as Isaac and when I say hello to the kitchen staff and everyone's giving me a big welcome.
My like Saudi scene when everyone say it's behind you.
Excellent. Yes.
When we face the audience.
Dogs,
Which one?
garden.
I'll go and look in the garden.
It's about friendship and not judging people. And kindness and inner beauty is important. True.